Here are my thoughts on Euphoria Season 3, Episode 3. Mild spoilers. The vast majority of this episode takes place during Nate and Cassie's wedding. That's the big thing that happens in this episode, and Nate and Cassie are the ones that we're following the most, and it's kind of an episode mostly about them and their journey. But we do get to learn a lot more about Jules in the beginning of the episode and what she's been up to, what her life is like, what her situation is like. I do think that the journey that they have her going on in Season 3 is interesting, and I think that it makes sense for her character, but I kinda do miss the old Jules. Like I said in my Episode 2 review, you just kind of feel like you missed out on a lot of development for their characters. But as far as Jules goes, I'm interested to see where her storyline ends up going this season. So yeah, the big thing that happens is Nate and Cassie's wedding, and you get to see everyone together again at the same time. Nate and Cassie, of course. Rue and Jules also attend the wedding, and so does Maddie. You also get to see Lexi, of course, Cassie's sister. Even Cal shows up, and all of that is really interesting. I really like seeing all of these characters back in the same place together again. A function like a wedding, there's something about it that is just kind of an adult thing to do, and when you're seeing them at this wedding, and it kind of really hammers home the idea that these are adults now. And with this episode being mainly about Nate and Cassie, I think that their situation and the way this episode kind of wraps up is really interesting. You can get a clearer idea of the direction of Nate and Cassie's storyline. And with just the way this episode wraps up, I'm really invested. I kind of dig it, and I am very curious to see where that goes. The secondary plot of this episode is with Rue and Rue and Jules. It's nice to see their relationship progress. At this point, we know that they haven't spoken in a while. As just a really diehard fan of the show, I love seeing Rue and Jules together, even if Jules has drastically changed, and I am interested to see where their relationship goes from here. More on the Rue side, we do see a progression of her business struggles as far as, devoting screen time to a certain storyline. I don't feel that it really went anywhere. But overall, what this episode has left me with is excitement for Cassie and Nate's story and where that goes. And I mean, as of right now, that's the most interesting storyline to me, because it's moving the most, It's progressing the most. Again, just with where it ends with them, I'm really invested, and I'm really excited to see where it goes.